We are live. We are live. Let me go over here right now because I am tired of hearing that black men do not like or prefer black women. And I normally hear this from channels like Paris Milan. I forgot to put your name in the title or to tag you because I'm gonna need you to see this. I'm gonna need you to see this because you are very problematic and you're one-sided. And I feel like you are an agent. What up, Christy? I feel like you're an agent and I feel like you're being paid to divide and conquer and to further push the gender war in the black community. Alrighty? So, yes, I said it. Pull up to the panel if you don't like it. I said it once again. We are not here to coddle. We are not here to make you feel good in your mess. We are here to address it. All right. That's what we're going to do.
Make sure y'all subscribe, like, and comment for me and share. Let's get right into the video.
All right, we're going to get right into the video. Let me see. I will be on here with my co-host, B. Rodgers. But I just, while we wait for some more people to get in here, I want to charge up a couple of people from the comment section because I don't always want to type to y'all, but y'all think since I got a lot of subscribers that I won't charge y'all up. I don't know where y'all got that notion. Half of y'all need lotion because you're ashy, but that's a whole different other story. But I don't know where y'all thought that I wouldn't charge y'all up because I have a lot of subscribers. No, 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 no. No, I will. Christy Blue in the house. Maintenance man is in the house. What up, Clarissa? Alrighty. Where is my co-host? Where is my co-host? Oh, it didn't send. Of course. Of course it didn't send. Using my Valley Girl voice. I hope everyone's doing all right tonight. We're going to be hurting feelings tonight, and a hit dog will holla. Please remember that. A hit dog will always holla. I keep that lotion. What up, Stanley? Much love to you and your channel. Thank you, Mr. Apologetic. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I really appreciate y'all. It's some skanks in the comment section that we are going to charge up before we get started. Let me yeah, because I'm not here. I'm not here to make y'all feel good. I'm here to tell the truth. All right. I'm here to tell the truth. Tiffany's not only smart, she's beautiful and fair. Love her channel. Thank you. But they say I'm coddling. I'm coddling. I'm catering. I'm pandering. What up, Malcolm? What up, Malcolm? What's up, Christina? I'm coddling. That's what they say. Shout out to Jean. Ben. Jean Marshall is a female, by the way, for those of you who say, oh, B, you waiting for me. I always do that. I always do that. I'm so sorry, B. Come back up here. I'm so sorry. I'm so used to using StreamYard on my phone that I don't realize that. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Jean. Hit me up telling me she want to donate. You know you always spoiling me. Hey, I'm live right now. LOL. Hey, you can send it to my sister's PayPal. For those of you that have PayPal and you wanna, you know, donate. I don't have PayPal, so my sister Melanie always gets my donations and then she sends it to my Cash App. I trust her. We've done it a million times. I'm not like Francesca and Mello and her sister. Let me add you on here. We trust each other. B B. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, B? I can hear you. Your
Yo, can you hear me now?
oh, your
Can you
mic
hear,
is muted.
can you hear me now?
I got you. I I am so sorry. You was waiting on me, and I didn't see you
Huh?
down there. How you doing this evening?
I'm all right, man. How you been doing? Been grinding. Got some good news and shit. So I'm doing pretty good. How you doing though?
I'm doing real good. So we will save the charging up for later. Now this okay. Can you kind of go into what we're going to talk about tonight, and then I'll just pitch in.
Yeah, I mean, what we talked about, man, you had a discussion the other day, and it's the whole women thing on black women. And I'm gonna tell you, man, when you listen to Kevin Samuel's show and you hear he have a lot of attitude with these women, because the truth is, if you just like the definition of a high value man is a man that make $10,000. It's some dudes who make $25 an hour who would treat you like a queen. Like you have no idea. If you would just
Hmm.
break, if you could just quit attacking me for a minute to just let me show you who I am. And it's like, so that's where the attitude come from. I mean, because he put stipulations up, but the actual fact is you got some dudes that will accept you with all your flaws and better, but you treat him like shit. You
Hmm.
can't finish it's like it's so much of a battle and so much of a debate all the time. You can totally turn a dude off. I mean, you may think it's a what I want to say, a philosophical debate or some shit like that, but you done turned the nigga off. And you know what I'm saying? You throwing jabs and attacking dudes. It's like, it's crazy. A lot of females got this complex about light skin, dark skin, this, that. Listen, man, I'm coming from a male point of view. I love black women, number one. And it don't really matter what you are. As long as you cute and your body ain't all out of control, the typical real talk. Real talk. The typical man who trying to do something, he may not make $10,000 an hour. What if it's a dude who make $20 an hour, $17 an hour? These sisters ain't giving a nigga no chance. It's like, bro, I work 10 hours a day, make $20 an hour, and you still see me is not good. You see what I'm saying? Because when they say they want a man who make this amount and this amount, it's like, do you realize what you saying is you're too good for? That means if a nigga work at the Coca-Cola plant and making $25 an hour, he not good enough for you. You see
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So it be ladies come off as so snob. Let me go here. Uh, we was talking about the Queen of Spades. Now, I told you a little bit about my personal life. I got two women. I live my life sexually. I ain't trying to put that on front stage, but I have a nice sex. I have a sex life better than your typical dude. Real shit. I'm not. But anyway,
And
with
I
that
just
being
want to
said,
interject. I can vouch for that. I can vouch for.
yeah. But so I be getting exposed to
That. I've
different
seen
stuff.
pictures. All right, go ahead, B. Rogers.
Yeah, so I've been exposed to different types of things. Don't judge me. But anyway, I was in this
I
poly
didn't judge you
group.
again.
I was in this poly group, and it's mainly black people in the poly group, and mainly in the poly group, they ain't doing shit but debating and bickering with each other all the time. And this black chick drops
I
this thing.
can't really hear you.
Hello, can you
Is
hear?
there any way you can go closer to your router?
Can you hear me now? You say closer to my router. Hello.
If you can.
You say go closer to my router. shit. Hold on.
If you can. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Hello, can you hear me now?
All right, maybe I need to go closer.
Cut that down. I'll go in the other room.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Reed, can you hear me? Yeah, I had to get closer to my router. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You can hear me good?
Yeah, you good.
All right, but like I was saying, it's this Black Poly group, and this chick drops a link to this shit called Queen of Spades, and it's basically white girls and Mexican girls who love black men sexually. This is some purely sexual shit, and they was talking bad about it, and I joined the group. I ain't gonna bullshit. I went in there. I was like, shit, let me see what the fuck this shit about. So I go over there and join the group, and beyond sexually, real talk. Because a lot of them chicks, here's the thing: white girls are not more attractive than black women to me. I'm a black man, so black women are always my first choice. You can't turn me on better than a black thick woman. I don't give a damn if it's light skin, dark skin, short hair, long hair. Lord knows I love me a black woman. Period. So understand that. And most of the pictures in the group, I'm not really attracted to the women that drop to that take pictures and stuff like that. But the thing is, it feel good to be somewhere where somebody just appreciate anything about you. And with sisters, we can't get to that space. It's too much of a fight. It's too much of a hassle. You won't even hear a dude out before you jump to conclusions and start insulting. So you take somebody, if you just being real, and I done seen just with a lot of real dudes I done seen on the streets and shit, I mean, it's some dudes that'll hold you down for real, but you gotta quit being an asshole.
Yep.
Real talk, like, and I'm a grown man, so all that slick fly talk, Megan the Stallion shit, you would turn me off real quick. And I'm a dude who done been in every state in the country for vacation purposes. My girl laying over here right now, she is so lazy, and that's something I'm proud I can say because I gave her a lifestyle to where she ain't got to do nothing, and all she got to do is be.
Wait, hold on. My brother said the same thing. I was on Twitter or something one time. He was like, I love the fact that my wife can sleep in on Saturday or whatever she wants. She don't have to do nothing unless she wants to.
And real talk, like that's all a real alpha man want. And like I say, I'm proud that I can say I was able to give her life to where she ain't got shit. Her biggest thing is what we gonna eat, and if I need to go buy something, and can lay up and smoke and drink and chill all day. And she been doing that for about 5 years. I know for a good 5 years she ain't really had to do nothing. And and the thing is, it's a lot of dudes who would love to who would love to be like that, and you don't have to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking, man, it's dudes who accept you with 2 and 3 baby mamas. I mean, 2 and 3 baby daddies, and that's. But the fact is, women are so relentless at the way they come at men. They're so vicious at the way that they treat you. That what you seeing with all these dudes coming out, it ain't like. Put it like this: it's only a response to what women have been talking about men for 20 years. Men are just responding. We love women. We just wish you would quit. We wish you would get off this bullshit. Like, real talk. I wish you would get off.
We need to address the fact. Do y'all love black women? That's the thing, because I'm seeing these pages like Paris Malone saying y'all don't want us.
Man, listen to what I'm telling you. And we be trying to keep it on the intellectual level, and you just met me, so I'm presenting myself. I'm saying, man, listen, you can find a nigga that will lick your ass every single day of the week. Quit, listen, man. The typical fine black, what Kevin Samuels is doing is laying out how fucked up you're making it for a nigga who really love you to show you that, say, man, I can give you the world. And there's a lot of females who looked at me and didn't think that, I was the bad boy. I ain't gonna lie, I was the bad boy, but they look at me and you know how that shit go. That's a Pookie and a Ray Ray. I took my girl to every vacation spot that you can think of in America for no reason. Like, just on a regular day, we'll go in. We've been everywhere. And this is the power of Pookie. That's why I say good pussy will make a man productive. A good woman to make a man productive, because once you give, say, man, listen, it ain't no intellectual way to say it. Once you fuck me and suck me right, and I can see that I can have peace when I'm around you, next thing you're gonna say is, okay, well, I need to put her somewhere so that she can satisfy me when I want to. So I'm gonna think about I need to give you everything you need so you can shut the fuck up so I can have you in my house. Real time, I know some, and on a regular, man, you can find a dude that'll lick your ass every single day. Niggas love black women. I hate your attitude. I hate the fact that you got to attack me and my family and everything. So think about all these layers a nigga got to break down for you to even recognize me. We got to have a political debate and all. I'm like, bro, niggas not trying to do all that. The typical motherfucker, some just move around.
That's facts.
I I remember, man, I got into traveling with these black millionaires for a couple of years and working. And man, these niggas got attitudes. I ain't gonna lie. These fucking young rich niggas running their own. I respect what they was doing though. Some real, you know what I'm saying, real nigga shit, but shit I was really exposed to. But anyway, I met this one chick, man. And the way I looked at her was like I admired her. Like, she was smart, she was sexy. As far as the business was, she was on top of it. She was one of the best people at the business. And you know what I'm saying? I really looked at this chick some type of way. And when I first had an encounter, because like when you had a meetings and stuff, it's a bunch of people in the meetings, so you don't meet people personally, and you're traveling on the road with these people. So you know what I'm saying? You start to see people in different times of the day. You just don't see that person at the meeting. But the first time this chick said anything to me, she turned me off so bad that I never looked at her the same ever again. Like that whole respect I had for her before she ever said one word to me was completely diminished and thrown out the window.
Mm.
I until this day, I'm not even talking about sexually. I just respected her as a strong black woman who was smart enough to be able to handle business. And this chick brought in money. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't no stupid chick. I ain't got nothing bad. I'm looking at her like, damn, like, even if she don't choose me, like, you know what I'm saying? She just something to motivate a nigga. And the first time she said something to me, she's so disrespectful. I was like, fuck this bitch.
Mm.
And that be the problem. I remember, man, I was going to school to be a computer support technician. And I was hustling at night. And I was using the dope money to pay for me to go to school. So, and I had to be at school by like 6 a.m. And I'm hustling all night. So with the way I go to school, I don't even get a chance to go home and change clothes. I'm going straight from the block to go to school, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to school for computer support, trying to get me a job. And everybody's trying to look all the dress code for the school, and they thinking I'm just trying to be some street nigga in school. And you know what I'm saying? I'm really just hustling and trying to pay for school, while I'm like, every day I'm out on the block hustling so that I can pay for school so I can get my computer support degree. So it's this one chick I see, man. She pretty than the motherfucker. This chick bad. Then I'm the dark skin, motherfucking hair about shoulder length. Well, man, look good in some shorts. I mean, the chick look good than the motherfucker.
Mm.
And we getting ready to go in the. I think we either coming or leaving from class one day, and I opened the door for her, and I say, "How you doing?" I was like, "How you doing today? You look nice today." And she looks at me and says, "If you ain't got no bread, you can't give me nothing but head." I pulled $1,000. I pulled $1,000 out my pocket. And I told her, I'm sorry, baby. I ain't know you was a hoe. I'll never treat you like a lady again.
Ooh.
But like I'm saying, these attitudes that you have for no like man, women be calling themselves queens. And I'm like, okay, well, how you gonna what kind of queen don't know how to answer to respect?
Let me give you an example of that. Like, say for instance, you guys are like, hey, how you doing? Beautiful. Just speaking, as you walk by, I got a man.
Yeah. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't even trying to come on to you like that. I'm just acknowledging that you look good.
Yeah.
And so you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand how many years this has gone on. That's why women feel like black men would rather prefer a white woman because the black woman has created a gauntlet. It's not even a relationship, it's us against them.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, the only person who looks at it like that is the black woman. These responses you hearing are merely responses. That's why dudes is like, so what we gonna do? Because they just don't want to say fuck them because we love them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, so what Kevin Samuels be doing, it really be breaking down how unrealistic a lot of shit be, and ain't even to hurt your ego. But like I say, with the first thing, with a lot of Pookies and Ray Rays, it's a lot of PhDs, and the best love in their life was a Pookie and a Ray Ray, and all they got to do is get back with that man and pull him up a little bit, because you know this nigga make money. That's why you been like, come on, let's be honest. We know these chicks that's calling into these shows. Oh, I make sick. We know you done fuck with a dope boy. It's a nigga from the hood who used to fuck the shit out of you, who was real to you, that you still love, but you won't like that. Those are the people who can make the businesses. And you can use your PhD for more than just sitting in somebody's front office.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing I was saying about the Queen of Spades thing is it ain't nothing to do with sexually. It's just a place where I can go and be peaceful and nasty.
Mm.
Period. Just like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucked up, but that's the basic, and black men love black women. That's why no matter how fucked up they treat us, you still get our attention.
Yep.
It's like, but you won't let this bullshit go. It's like motherfuckers been watching these a thin line between love and hate movies so long, and the baby boys so long, that a lot of these chicks' minds is trapped in these movies, and everybody that they see is Jody off a Baby Boy.
Uh-huh.
And they treat you like that, and they go there, and you don't realize, like I say, you never know what a man can turn out to be if you give him the same chance that you want.
Oh yeah.
I be seeing females post shit on Facebook about I want a man to do this and six figures, and I be asking them, like, I don't be trolling, I just be asking them. I be like, okay, well, are you willing to give $1,200 to your man to flip, whether it be dope or investment in some property?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you ever been with a real hustler, you know that times ain't always good. Sometimes you up, sometimes you down. Are you gonna be down? Are you gonna be as loyal and peaceful to me when times ain't so good? Because females say they want a man.
You already touched on that a little bit about how they want something that's already made, but you know what? These men, y'all don't want a ready-made family either. You see what I'm saying? She already
Man,
come
listen,
with 4 or 5 kids.
man, check this out. You're talking when you say you don't want a ready-made family. This the real shit. You talking about what Kevin Samuels is saying? High value man, the top 10%, 5% of men in America. The actual fact is, if you could listen, man, if you could feed me, fuck me, and shut the fuck up, and be more realistic, you can find somebody. Because if you're not so much of a dickhead, and I can find some peace, and I can laugh with you, it is some dudes who will put up your kids, but you can't then turn around and talk shit about. That's what I'm saying. Women have scarred these men. Like, the main thing is right now, women are talking about all these men who ain't this, who ain't that. Well, what about all these men who paid for your kids' Christmas clothes? We know they exist. It ain't none of them now. So you mean to tell me it's not
Mm-hmm.
so you mean to tell me it's not one woman out there who can tell me it was a dude bought your kids Christmas gifts and he wasn't your kid's baby daddy? Can't nobody out there say it? You see what I'm saying? So it makes
Mm-hmm.
you not want to put the effort in because you're not, you know what I'm saying? It's not reciprocated.
Mm-hmm.
So like it ain't that black men don't want black women. It's that I want to be peaceful and I can't fuck the shit out of you after we done had this political debate and been fussing with like it take too much out of you.
Or you just not trying to argue every day. Like if you work all day, the last thing you want to come to home to is some drama.
And I'm gonna keep 100. The last thing drama, the last thing I want to do to my woman is be arguing and going through shit anyway. I want you half naked and faded and happy. With you, I want nothing but something to eat and you know what I'm saying. I need some new shoes. That's the only way I want my woman.
Mm.
That's how I prefer it. Not trying to sound like I'm no chauvinist shit like you got, but I prefer that you're like because everybody in my family, the way we roll, we gonna be spoiled. You only get one life when you die, it's over with. So if you fucking with me and we doing this thing together, we gonna make sure we have everything we want all the time. So
Now,
I prefer
Miss Heasy says, "What are you trying to say?"
what you mean what I'm trying to say.
Cause she think you basically saying that we should shut up, be barefoot and pregnant.
No. I'm saying that I spoil my girl to the point that she doesn't have to do anything. She can lay up in the bed all day. She can go get a job if she want to. But I'm able to put her in a position where her life can be a vacation. And what I'm saying is, I would rather have you so satisfied and not wanting nothing. I would rather have you chilling. If you want to sit in the house and smoke blunts and go buy some shoes and shopping, I would rather have you in that position anything else. You see what I'm saying? I would rather have my woman spoiled and happy all the time. I don't never want to have an argument about nothing. That's what I'm saying. I prefer to have my woman in a comfortable, pampered position so there's nothing immediately that she have to worry about.
Tiffany
Is
didn't
that
hear
clear?
it. Well, Tiffany didn't hear it the first 4 times. Listen, 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 listen. Women,
Yeah.
y'all got to get out y'all feelings. Please understand that it's not about how you feel; it's about what's real. Please, you know what? Let me post this. Let me post this. If y'all trying to join the panel, come on now, cause you women, y'all always got something to say in the comment section talking about. I literally got 10, 20 comments today alone talking about I'm pandering to men again. Oh, you just wanna kiss up to men. Ugly women kiss up to men. I'm gonna say that again.
Hey, but
I don't have to do that.
listen to what I'm saying. Everything you're saying is proving my point. It's women who want to attack you just for the sake of attacking you.
Mm-hmm.
They're not listening to the content of you saying. That's just like when you was a baby and you got to get a baby the cough medicine. The shit tastes nasty, but it's good for you. A lot of these women only focus on the taste because I'm not telling you that women are the best thing ever and they ain't got to change nothing. So it tastes nasty. And that's all they focused on is how it tastes as soon as you put it in your mouth. That's the only thing they focused on. And that's part of the problem.
Murr says, where did barefoot come from? Are you not aware of the term barefoot and pregnant?
What are they talking about barefoot and pregnant?
Basically, barefoot and pregnant is this old school. Women are trying to make it seem like me and Kevin Samuels is saying that we want us to go back to revert back to the 50s, which is
But I think they taking that back from what I said. I'm not saying women belong in the kitchen barefoot and naked. I'm saying I take care of my girl so much to on her average day she can lay around the house naked and not have shit to worry about. That's what I'm saying.
now here's my thing. Now Miss Heasy says I'm not ungrateful at all. I grew up with nothing. My fella spoils me, and I thank him every time. And you know what, Miss Heasy? You're white too. And let me tell you what that means. Majority of the time, y'all know how to congratulate y'all men. Y'all know how to big up y'all men. Y'all know how to suck a eggplant emoji for y'all men. But then you got black women that won't even say hey when they walk in the door, but they paying all the bills, the men.
Man,
Mm, mm, mm,
uh,
mm,
hey, Tiffany, I remember when
mm.
it was a point in time in my life I was hustling. I got in some shit. I had to move around. I was fucking around down south, got hot, and had to go to the East Coast. I was about 18, 19 years old at the time. I had to go
Mhm.
to, I went to Pennsylvania. And at this time, I came from the hood and it only fucked with hood chicks, black chicks from the hood. I went to Pennsylvania and started fucking with this Italian chick. And what? He bit me. Oh, put him in the room.
What?
The cat, I told you my cat was an asshole. He bit my
You
girl.
did tell me that. You did.
I told you my cat was an asshole.
Thought cats
Now,
was sweet and nice.
and my cat is a whole hoodlum. Real talk, my cat is a whole hoodlum. Nah, but like I was saying, I went to Pennsylvania and I started fucking with this Italian chick named Courtney, and that shit blew my mind so much because I went deep in the PA, like where the white folks at for real, for real. And I
Mhm.
met this Italian chick, and the way she treated me, and what I got out of life was so much different because they ain't taught to do nothing but support they men. Now I ain't gonna say we didn't have arguments and get into it, and the chick wasn't as crazy as any other black chick that I fucked with because she definitely was. She, you know what I'm saying? So on
Mhm.
the, but what I'm saying is, when I first got out there, I was in the projects doing my thing, and it was these chicks on the corner, man. That was sexy than a motherfucker, man. And every day, man, I had to go to the store to, get blunts or whatever the hell it was gonna get, while niggas chilling in the hood or whatever. So I walk up the street every day and I see these chicks on the corner and I'm saying shit in a respectful manner, like, hey, how you doing? Yada yada yada. And they not giving me no play, not paying no attention. And then this white chick comes over to the projects. I meet the white chick. We start fucking around. She see mentally where I'm at. We started getting money. We got a crib, bought a car, all kind of shit. Got my clothes and shit together. So my homegirl live in the projects. As I'm fucking with the white chick, and I move out the projects, but we still coming back to holler at my homegirl and shit. And I remember we came back one day. We was going down there to fuck with her, and this chick gonna say, man, that shit fucked up, man. These white chicks coming over here trying to take all our men. This, and I was like, did you just say nothing to me for 3 months when I was
Mm. Mm. You come back because you faded out. I definitely. We have Mr. Research. How you doing?
I'm doing real good. I'm doing real good. I just
Okay,
wanted to
Mr.
say,
Mr. Research is muted. Let me unmute Mr. Research.
no,
Okay.
you can hear me.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think we got like a 12-second delay. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. I got you.
so look, I'm on a co co-sign what the brother said. Like we dudes who are established, we it's not that we arrogant. It's not that we look down our nose at folks. It's just that we got stuff going on. So we got to protect our situation. Women are used to dudes putting them first so much that this culture change is now hurting women. It's hurting
Mm.
their ego because for the longest time, dudes was hustlers on the block. And look at how we put down dudes who were suit and tie dudes or dudes who were quote unquote career guys. Okay. We in our community we used to call that being a elitist. We used to call it all type of names. Now everybody's on it. Now the dude wearing Old Navy gear is trading stocks. So now he got more to lose. He can't just accept stuff the way he used to when he was a regular hood dude. And the women don't like that. So now women are starting to attack women, Tiffany, just because they like black men. Because women want you to join them at the I Hate Black Men church. They don't want to go against the white woman who is her natural enemy. They don't want to go against the white woman. They want to go against their own people. And if you as a woman ain't joining the sisterhood, then she got to come after you. Can anybody hear Tiffany, or is it just me?
Hey, Rodgers, let me did he sound like he was from Houston chopping screw? Or just was it just me hearing like that? Because it sounded like that you were.
I just checked the replay, Tiffany. You sound like a transformer. Yeah, it sounded like it sounded like that, Tiffany. Well, while Tiffany get that together,
Yeah,
let
hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. I can't hear
All right,
Tiffany.
I'm just making sure it muted my mic for a little bit. But I mean, but yeah, that's a fact. The typical dude really ain't trying to fight with nobody, especially in no relationship. And females come up. That's just like I was talking to my homegirl, and she started talking about light skin and why men like this. But if you even look in the history of hip hop, black men, we like the average black woman consistently for over 40 years in hip hop. You can go back to LL Cool J, Round the Way Girl. And when the video first started, and they got the chicks in there, he say, "Man, I don't want a Ivana. I want a Tawana. I want a chick with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least
Well,
two." If you
well, the problem with that is somewhere in their minds they didn't respect that.
and that's what I was saying in the other show. A lot of black women only goal has become to lynch the black man. So with you being blindsided with this being my only goal, you don't see the dude saying "I love you, black woman." We you know what I'm saying? You don't see the first thing they say is, well, they don't portray it in the media. If you look at Tupac "I Get Around" video, it's 3 women in the bed with him. As soon as the video come on, Tupac in the bed with 3 women, dark as he is.
Well, yeah, even more so, he's had some of his lyrics, like "Keep Your Head Up," that had the term "dark skin" in it.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, real quick, black males in music, women always talk about how black guys bash women. But do you realize that when it comes to love songs, going all the way back to Brown Skin Girl, made by the guy who used to sing the Coconut song back in the days in our father's day, we
yeah.
have more black men who have risked their singing career to put the lyrics "black woman" love, brown skin in over hundreds of songs, while black women have only done six.
And the other thing with that is like I was saying, for images in for years in the music industry, black men have consistently put up images to show the average black woman that sexually you good enough, as a mate you're good enough. But because I don't even want to say society, because it's the narrative of black women today that they gonna say, well, the media hasn't shown that. The media been showing that for 40 years. So Sir Mix-a-Lot never came out. People don't remember when Sir Mix-a-Lot was one of the first ones to win mainstream, who went against Cosmo and was like, nah, I like thick church, I like thick girls, I like big butts. And it had a whole bunch of dark skinned women in it. And that changed the narrative of music so much to we glorify white women with big butts. Look at Kim Kardashian.
But that's not good enough because they are against it. It's like everything we do as black sons, 70% of the women are against. Yeah, you got decent women like Tiffany, 30%. You know, the 30% of the women ain't tripping. They got some logic. They realize all these men ain't out here doing girls dirty. But here's the thing. Marriage certificates say it's 83% black women that we married to. But why is it those same black women are focused on the 12% of black guys that are not? That's the crazy thing. All these internet preachers at the Church of Sisterhood, I Hate Black Men, are focused on the 12% of black men that are against them, as opposed to the 83% that are obviously for them.
And I wouldn't even say that's against them. A lot of women, and I'm gonna keep it 100 because I don't want to come across as too biased or too pro black. I'm just being honest. I've dated white chicks. I've dated Spanish chicks. Just because I fuck with a chick don't mean that I hate black sisters. So at some point we gotta quit. Because they say if you can date outside your race to get whatever, and I'm not even on the tip of nothing political. If I like you, I like you. If I'm attracted to you, I'm attracted to you. If we get to know each other, then we get to know each other. So, you say 12% of dudes that date that's currently with a white woman or Mexican or whatever, that don't mean that they against black women. That just means that's who they with now.
Very true. Very true. Let me also say this for people that look at YouTube a lot. Even Chrissy, as much as she pretends to be black, Chrissy is over there in her last couple of live streams gushing, getting all giggly over a older white guy at her apartment building. Now, I know many women thought she had a house. Chrissy ain't making money like that. She's living off her African man. Her African man makes a bunch of dough. Okay? He's from Africa. This is out of her mouth, not mine. Now, her and the African dude, he ain't feeling some of the stuff she been saying because he done got a little pro-black and she's still anti-black when it comes to men. So he feeling like he played. So now, according to her own mouth, she's eyeing some older Justin Bieber lookalike, according to her. And she's, he be checking for me. See, to your point, sir, you just said the women in the sisterhood are not consistent. They want war, but only when it fits their narrative. And like I said to Tiffany, if you are a woman that's logical and you fair to black sons, guess what? They're going to call you a pick-me. They're going to call you a mammy. And guess what? Black men did not invent those terms against the black woman. Black women invented those terms against the black woman. Welcome back, Tiffany.
Hello,
Tiffany? Tiffany?
Tiffany.
Hey, can you hear me?
There you go.
Yeah.
Radio Shack did it.
What you say?
Radio Shack back in here.
I don't even know what's going on. It's not really letting me talk to you, so you got to carry the show.
All right. But like I say, the narrative of the show is black women, we don't hate you. Black women have created a war that black men don't really want to fight. To be honest, this is the only reason we fighting is because it's a war and you forcing me to fight.
Well, she's going to create 70% of them are going to create a war everywhere they go. Look at them creating war against the biracial girls now. Black men have nothing to do with that. But here's the women out the blue. Like if you were light skinned or I was light skinned, we as brothers, we don't have time for that because we got bigger wars to deal with. Okay, so we gonna bond. We gonna put light skin and dark skin in the same room. We gonna crack jokes, but we gonna bond together because we know it's us.
That's not even something that a man is thinking about. Like real talk. And this shit gotta be like when I never understood this. When females find out that your chick light skin or whatever, and they like, oh, well, you got you a light skin chick, and so that's like, why is it like what level of blackness is good for you?
And you know what? To the lady Elizabeth who said, "Where are we getting the statistics from 70%?" We as black guys feel like 30% of the women are good. You know, 3 out of 10 they ain't like the rest of the sisterhood. So it's not a statistic. It's a real anecdotal thing where you just don't want to say all women. We don't do it the way black women do it, where black women say all black men. We don't do that. We're gonna say 70% of y'all are off and 30% of y'all are great. So that's how we prefer to do it. But go ahead, brother. Is your mic muted too? Okay, well, I'm gonna continue real quick. Okay, I'm gonna continue real quick. Well, if the sister Elizabeth, you want statistics, here's one for you. According to the Department of Justice, they track written marriage certificates, Elizabeth. 83% of black husbands have black wives. That's where I'm getting that statistic from the Department of Justice. If you guys don't like what the Department of Justice has to say about black husbands with black wives, y'all need to go down there and tell those white folks that you feel it's not like that. Because black women are winning, but what they're trying to do is destroy what they're winning on. I guarantee, man, y'all just don't realize now that Biden is going to let 11 million immigrants come here, a lot of these women are going to pick out the best producing black men. I'm telling you off rip, because they did it in England and they did it in France. I saw it when I was living there. They are going to pick off the most productive black dudes and they're going to approach them. They're not going to wait to be approached. That's how they get down. Indians, Pakistanis, they coming. So y'all can keep pushing these dudes away. I saw it happen in France in 92. Same thing. And it didn't end well. Go ahead, Tiffany.
All right, B. Rodgers, where you at?
Yes, sir. I'm right here. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. Sir, you preaching. Sir, you're preaching. Thank you so much for joining in with us.
Yeah, definitely appreciate your commentary.
Well, you know, we're just trying to help
you
the
going
people.
back and forth with Elizabeth in the chat, huh?
No, it's not back and forth. It's just that sometimes some of our ladies want to push a narrative that they can't support with documented data. And that's all it is. And they want everybody to join in the
I hate men campaign.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, it ain't even that serious. We got a bigger war coming. Matter of fact, look, Tiffany, a lot of these black women are losing their office jobs. Go to a couple of office buildings. Go to a couple of nurses, hospital where the nurses are. You're seeing less and less black women. You know why? Because they're all getting
Yeah.
pushed down to the man jobs.
And you
The
know what's
daughters,
and you,
let me just finish the last one. Daughters
all
are
right,
applying for a security guard. Black daughters are applying for construction worker because they're not allowed in the office no more at the high rate that they used to be. And instead of fighting that war, you know what they focused on? These men. Okay.
and with that, what I was saying too, to add on to what he was saying, and in a few years, when black women start to feel the repercussion behind this, you know who they're gonna have to run back to? Pookie and Ray Ray.
Pookie and Ray Ray.
They're gonna have to run back to Pookie and Ray Ray. And that's a part of what I see. The reason the when the Spanish come over here and the Spanish family is so productive is because the Spanish woman know how to play her role. The Spanish family know how to play their role. Even I tell you this, and I grew up. I lived in Dallas. I lived in Texas and California for years, and I can tell you this: if a Spanish woman, a woman who can't speak English, who looked like she been in Mexico for most of her life, and she only been over here for about a year and a half, 2 years, if she married her husband, you won't know it. Whatever's going on in their household, you won't know it. She's still gonna treat her man like a man, and he gonna treat his woman like a woman. And even if they not on the best of terms and got shit going on, you ain't gonna be able to read Facebook and find out about it. You ain't gonna be able to. Maria might be mad at her man, but you can't come and talk shit about her man. Can't no outside force, because when even regardless of whatever they're going through, when the outside force comes and attack Maria man, at the end of the day, she's still gonna say, "Hold up, that's the man that provide for me and my family." Period.
Let me say this. Let me say this. A lot of black women have problems with submission, and I have to check myself with that too. I don't know why we feel like it's beneath us as women to submit, because sometimes, just when I'm listening to Kevin Samuels and he'll say things like, the man should get his plate first, or the daughter should serve the sons, all that stuff. And I have to kill that inside of me. Why do we as black women be like,
I think because of what slavery did to America, it's easy to accept the negative image of a black man. That's the real psychological effect that it has on Americans today. And it didn't just affect white people, it affected everybody in America. So it affected the black man, it affected the black woman, it affected everybody. And at some point in time, you got to look at, it's like when you overweight, you like, oh shit, man, I have to look at this food. What am I eating? I got to slow down on this shit. You know what I'm saying? So like I felt so many females get caught up in this music and
hey, Jason, I'm gonna need you to turn it off in the background.
Turn that
Welcome to the
volume
panel,
down.
and mute your mic until B. Rodgers gets through talking for me, please. Thank you.
yeah, but like I was saying, it was like they was telling the young dudes about rap back in the day. You know what I'm saying? They listen to rap and they trying to act out these rap fantasies. It's the same thing. You listening to so much man-hating music and watching so many man-hating TV shows, and all you watching is love and hip-hop, and you hearing all this man-hating shit, and you run around treating niggas like shit that ain't even did nothing to you. You really running around being an asshole, trying to be like them chicks off of Love and Hip-Hop.
So real quick before the new brother speak, I put a link in the chat room from the article because Miss Heasy says, where are women getting kicked out? It seems like white people notice this, but the black female community doesn't notice it. So I put in a link to a white man telling you that more women are struggling, and then I got a nice picture of a black woman working at a warehouse. So it's happening. You guys may not be in touch with the fact that it's happening, but Let's read that article from the white man, and he'll tell you what's happening to your fellow black women not being able to keep those jobs that they once had. And shout out to the sisters who said they not going to get with a Dusty. Nobody ever asked y'all to get with Dusties. That's stuff that y'all created. Y'all know that that tank top Tony ain't right. You know wave cap Willie ain't right. Go get with a dude that's producing something. Go get with a dude that has his own already. No, y'all want to get with somebody y'all can help because y'all know if you help him, you'll have more control over him. But when it's a dude that you can't control,
Ooh, listen,
let me let me
85% of all people that watch my channel are women. So y'all need to listen. That's why y'all get this kickback because it's mostly women over here. Y'all need to hear this.
I mean for real, nobody hates you. But ain't no dude. I work in medical finance. I sit every week working against Asian men mentally and white people mentally. You think I want to come home to some over the top conversation? No, no, it ain't going down like that. Now, Wave Cap Willie will do that for you because he feel like he ain't got no option. He feel like you know what, hey man, I'm just making it, check to check. And look, I'm not crapping on the brothers who do that, but if you a man, you supposed to always be trying to elevate. If you a man, you supposed to always be trying to take that 30,000 and turn it into 100,000 for your son. If not your daughter, you ain't supposed to just be working at a place, just kicking it, waiting or letting the decades go by. See, this is the type of men y'all used to, but now we got a new crop of dudes. The dudes don't hate you, but you know what they not gonna do? Argue with you. We gonna get in that convertible car while you saying some combative negative things, and we gonna, and then you're gonna see us with some chick that you probably think don't even look as good as you. She might be chubby, she might be tall, she might got pimples on her face. And you gonna be like, how he get with her? She willing to listen.
Real talk. Hey, Jason, you got something to say, bro?
Yeah, what's going on, brothers? How y'all doing tonight?
Why, man? How you doing, bro?
I'm all right. Yeah, Tiffany,
What
I
you got?
sent you something. Tiffany, I sent you something on Instagram. I don't know if you got it or not, but it was a dude, another hating dude. And I'm like, damn, why brothers can't stick together and stay on code? Another brother out there sitting there trying to sabotage Mr. Samuel's image. And I'm like, I don't co-sign with the brothers, all the things the brothers say, but as far as the things that we need, I co-sign with it. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't know how to just say, everything that a person says is not going to be for me, but the main points, that's what you take from it. And
I mean, here,
I love the message that he puts out there because he inspiring men to be much better. Dress better, look better, be better. So I don't have a
I mean,
problem with that.
here the
But
thing, bro. And I'm glad you brought that up because that's what needs to be addressed on a bigger schedule. Because these women be talking about Kevin Samuel fans or I ain't gonna even go down, but they be insulting them and this and that. And here's the thing: you have a black man who is successful, who isn't calling women bitches and hoes, who is pushing a positive narrative. So just as a black man in America, we should support that. Whether or not we
yes,
agree with every single thing he say,
yes,
he is something that you can look at you can let your son look at him. You can let
yes.
your daughter listen to him, and would you rather even as a female, would you rather your daughter listen to Kevin Samuels or wet ass pussy?
I'd rather my daughter listen to Kevin Samuels and even the man that's locked up doing time, Bill Cosby too. Because one thing I can say, people got mad at Bill Cosby. I understand the names and stuff they didn't agree with. But when he was talking about brothers being productive, that's what I took from that message back then when he said it. And Kevin Samuels is basically the proof that Bill Cosby was talking about. Like Bill Cosby praised brothers like Kevin Samuels before it even was a Kevin Samuels. You know,
And
the
And,
the,
and
the
And so, like I say, what a lot of people seeing is the way Mexicans sticking together, men are sticking together behind Kevin Samuelson because he's a positive image. How can you really, as a black woman throughout the years, said all these things that black men need to change and then not like this one? Okay, Tupac
Yeah.
wasn't good enough. Biggie wasn't good.
Oh, he fell off. All right,
Hello?
so let me pick it up real quick. So here's the thing. If you women don't like Kevin Samuels, cool. Here's what you need to do. Ask these white guys, why are white husbands not over 4% for the past 50 years?
Because
Let
they
me say it
respect
again.
it.
Let me say it again. Let's assume you don't like Kevin Samuels. Cool. Then you need to go to these white dudes and ask them, why is it for the past 50 years you guys cannot get over 4% white husbands to black women? You
But,
was 4% back
because,
in 2005. You was 4% back in 2009. You dropped down to 2% in 2010, 2012. Now you up
yes,
4% 2017 and you back down 3.8 in 2020. You need to go stop attacking Kevin, stop attacking black men, and simply say, hey, white man, why is only the European white dudes dropping down to one knee? Why is the dudes in Britain and Germany? Why can't we get you USA white guys to do it? Why are y'all only dating? Oh, I'm gonna tell you why. Because everybody knows we love black women so much that we are the only ones on planet Earth willing to let you guys publicly disrespect us.
and brother, let me tell you this, because I've been meaning to get this out there. If we did not want black women, we would not be complaining. We would not be on major panels every day screaming out, change, black woman, change, be what we need you to be. We need you to stay in your feminine place and be a woman. We got the rest. We need you. We want our black woman. We don't complain. People don't complain about things they don't want. If we complain and we want you, we really want you. We just don't want to date someone that resembles us. We don't want to date our own image. We want to date the opposite. We want that feminine woman. We want that woman to stay in her place and be the woman that we need for our kids. We need a woman that's going to take care of the house when we go out to go work. You know, and let me get one more thing out before y'all hop back on. $50,000, $40,000. I just want to let y'all ladies know that is nothing to sneeze at. That is nothing but dedicate hard work. You know how much it takes to make $50,000? It takes a lot of work to make that amount of money. And every time you say you don't want a man like that, go look at the people you run to every day in the city. Every black person that you run to in city administration, they are making those type of salaries. So when you say that you don't want the $50,000 or $40,000 man, you just eliminated like at least 90% of what you really want, because you want to look at the people in mainstream media that's being propped up against our own detriment. You know, if we just worry about being coupled up and stop worrying about money, money will come later. A
Okay,
man can make
Jason,
more money. A man can make more money when he's not worried about his woman.
I got a couple of questions. Let me defend the women just a little bit. I got a couple of questions. I mean, there's no right or wrong answer, but I gotta ask these questions.
Go ahead.
A lot of times, what happens in psychology, dudes who do not try to elevate doesn't mean that dudes who elevate are perfect. Let me make that clear. But dudes
Some
who do
dudes may
not
not be
try
able
to
to
elevate,
elevate.
okay, I'll be quiet. Go ahead.
Some dudes may not be able to elevate. Some dudes may have certain situations that might keep them in that position. Do they not deserve a woman?
There's no such thing as a certain situation. Okay, so here's the thing. And look, black women want us to be a little bit
And
honest.
I'm self-made. So I
Certain
know that a man could be elevated.
What's this certain situation you talk about? Give us an example.
Like you could have men that might not be highly educated. but they might be good men and they might be making a good living and they
He
might
talking
not
about
want to and they might
you
not want
talking
to go
to,
get another job. They might be good with collecting a military pension. They might be
he
good
talking
with
about dudes that's warehouse workers making between 17 to $25 an hour, and in the next 10 years,
exactly,
they probably
exactly,
they probably
exactly.
gonna make it through the ranks of that warehouse job, which is not the top 10%, but probably like $26 to $32 an hour type shit. He talking about them dudes, and to go retire from this company
Yes,
and go get a 401k and go live my life off this job right here.
yes.
That ain't
Those are
what
the guys
Jason
I'm
said.
talking.
You actually
Those are the
you
guys.
actually helped Jason, but that ain't what
Those
Jason said.
no, but
Jason said sit at that situation. That's why I was trying to hear what Jason thought of it. But you helped Jason on it. A lot of dudes, the problem women are having with this conversation, Mr. Rogers and Mr. Jason, is there's too many of us as dudes that just get comfortable with just enough. Let's be honest. And a lot of the crap that women take is from the dudes who ain't trying to elevate to that $32 an hour. They ain't even try to apply for the supervisor job. So there is a little bit of issue there with women, if we're going to be honest. I mean, I'm not saying you got to be this and that and you got to make X amount of money, but I'm from the hood. I ain't even finished college and I make 90K.
I mean, but
So
and I'll be honest, since you brought it up, I'm gonna say a real problem is when a lot of these sisters go to the college, like I say, they don't build relationships with these dudes from the hood. They don't return. See, here's the thing: when you go to college and get a PhD just to work for somebody, it's useless. But that nigga Pookie, who you really fucked with, who held you down, who really know got all the drug money, that's the nigga to go into business with because it's gonna be better for you and him. You getting him out of streets and you using your PhD for more than just sitting at somebody else's desk. You can use your PhD to run your own business with Pookie drug money.
yeah. I'm like, I understand what you're saying, brother, with the 90K and all that. You know, congratulations for you on your success. And, I know you had it hard because, like you said, you ain't had no education. But everybody ain't built like that. And I'm not. I'm telling you from a position where I make good money, and I'm just telling you that I know brothers, there's real good brothers out there, that are strong black men that just don't accept that type of behavior from women. Like, when is the man going to be wanted for him? Like, you want a woman to want you for what the fuck you can do for it? Like, come on, you gotta ask yourself that at one point. Like, I can't. I don't know. I'm just not the type of man that I want a woman to want me for what I can do for her. No, that's extra right there. I want you to want me for me, because if I fall on my ass, I want to know that you can bear that pain when I fall. I don't want you to be with me just because I'm on top. I want you to be able to ride that wave if everything fall down. I don't want to, I don't want nobody to be with me for just what I can do for them. You see, that is what's going on in the manosphere. Men are saying, want me for me, not want me for what I can do for you. And that's really the real question. I mean, women, you see it with the celebrities. They're getting ripped off. They get done dirty by these women. Successful black men with more money than all of us on this panel. Look at Will Smith. Look what his wife did. Because she wants something organic. She don't want something that's not organic. Women don't want men that's not organic. That's why you look at women, you be like, oh, why she with Pookie and Ray Ray? Because Pookie and Ray Ray is organic. They don't want no fake dude. I mean, they show you this constantly in media. I mean, if that don't show you, come on, a woman would get up on a grand stage of mall and put herself out there as portrayed as a whore. But honestly, you got to look at it. She really want a man for a man. She don't really want the money and all that. They betray themselves like they want that. But when you look at it, the men that they date, the men they have kids by, these men are less successful than the men that they go for after they done with their bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
now you
Because
said about five different things. So let me respond to at least two of them. Okay, so here's the thing. While I hear all that, Look, I have counseled dudes. I have helped dudes get jobs. There are a lot of dudes I cannot say is just straight up decent cats. There's a lot of dudes still trying to figure stuff out. But let's use your narrative. Let's say
I
there's a
got
lot of
6 brothers.
okay, we keep interrupting. Go ahead, man. Tell me when I can get it.
Go ahead, brother. I was just telling you I got 6 brothers, so I don't know what more proof do I need. I mean, I got 6 brothers.
All right,
You
let
got
him
six.
go ahead. What you were saying, bro?
Okay, so here's the thing. We talking beyond your brothers. Okay, we talking beyond your circle. You know the complaint that a lot of women, and I'm just trying to articulate it because I understand the women's plight when it comes to you two brothers saying, "Hey, look, just work with that, just work with that," and those dudes be the main ones betraying everything that we saying these cats are. I remember I had to counsel a dude who was doing something out of pocket. I ain't gonna say what he was doing, but I told him, I said, "You're not really mad at her. You mad because you don't have the ability to leave. And
I,
because you don't have the ability, this is me counseling this cat. Because you don't have the ability to leave, you take that out on her. What you need to do is just disappear for a couple of weeks, get you a second job, make the money because you're going to go to court. You're going to leave this person, you're going to go to court. What you're doing is dealing with it so you don't have to go to court. I saw this guy like a year and something later. He jumped off the bus. He saw me at a restaurant. He jumped off the bus. He's like, "You don't remember me, do you?" Man, you saved my life because he needed somebody to tell him, go get that extra money, go to court, have the relationship with your kids, but make sure you initiate the court case. My point is that maybe just in case you guys don't hear me, women don't want the work with me brother no more. I
listen,
don't.
bro. Check out what I'm saying, bro. You can't want me to work with me, brother, when you to work with me, woman. The coronavirus proved that 98% of Americans is not financially stable as they think they are. And that's what they're saying. It's a reality check, man. I'm going to tell a little bit. This
Y'all still there?
I'm still here, but I think something wrong with his mic.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
here.
here.
I'm here. Y'all go ahead.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can hear you.
but what I was saying was, so my cousin used to call me and my relatives to come fuck niggas up when she got tired of dudes. And this went on for years. And as we got older, she called me, and the last time I did it, I say, man, listen, bro, it's only a certain percentage of men that are abusive. You got to be meeting these dudes at the AA clinic or the hospital or something. You every relationship you have, every 2 weeks to a month, we got to come fuck somebody up because of what you doing. You attracting some of this shit. And with that being said, you saying the brothers don't want the sisters don't want to work with me, brothers. Y'all will work with me, sisters. That's what Kevin Samuels is saying. Y'all will work with me, sisters. Let's be honest. How are you going to live across the street from the dudes that you too good for, but y'all live in the same neighborhood?
Good point.
Yeah, and you
You
can't
two
ask
checked
for.
away from homeless, and I remember I went back to the hood with my family, whatever, and my cousin came by, we was shooting the shit. She said something, and she was like, well, I ain't trying to fuck with these niggas. They ain't trying to do nothing but fucking find somewhere to sleep. I said, ain't that the same thing you trying to do? That's what you trying to do. I need to fucking find somewhere to sleep. How you gonna get mad at a man for wanting the same thing you want?
Yeah, I mean, you can't expect to have somebody at a different level that you're not even at. And a lot of women are wanting guys that's at a certain level that they can't even hang with. You know what I'm saying? It's like you want to go. It's like you want to go to the big leagues, but you're not on big league level. You know what I'm saying? And some of these
You on the
women don't
bus stop
understand.
you on the bus stop demanding the nigga to be in the Bentley and ignoring everybody else on the bus stop with you. When it's a good nigga right there on the bus stop with you, that if you put your hustle with that nigga that's standing right there with you on the bus stop can help you get a Bentley, but you much of an asshole to humble yourself and look at your situations. That's what I'm saying about the Spanish women. The men and it ain't nothing just gonna come for nobody.
Yeah,
And
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 you
the
see,
females and the women who have these terrible relationships, it's because you dealing with tricks. When you deal with a dude simply because he got money, somebody will always be able to fuck you. Period. So your relationship is never going to be last because it's not based on the basis of what a man is. It's what a man has.
and brother, that was all I was saying to the other brother. Like, money at the end of the day, it don't mean nothing if the woman don't want the man. It's only
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
Jason,
about
you
money.
got to be able to say it without Rodgers helping you, though. But go ahead.
Nah, but
Roger
I'm
not
being
helping me.
honest. Like
Roger,
like when these
me
chicks
and
be like,
Roger cut from the me and Roger
nah, but
cut
when,
from the same cloth.
but
We
when
cut
these
from the
chicks
same
say they
cloth.
don't
We
want the
thinking the same.
dusty,
You can't put that on Roger. We
nah,
think the
bro,
same. I could
nah, bro,
I could
nah, bro, definitely brings something unique and different. And I appreciate it, but
Yeah, Roger, we can't hear you, but I'm not trying to I'm not trying to copy off of you. I just feel the way you feel. I want women to want me organically. I don't care about giving you stuff and all that, but I want you to want me for me first. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with another man wanting a woman and want him for him first. I mean, that is right. That is all right. That I'm sorry. Femininity, submission, that's a given. That's not something that you get taught. That's something that's supposed to be already in you. If you ain't got it, then oh well, I'll move to the next one. I am not accepting it, and you damn right. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like Kevin said, women might die alone. Oh, I might die alone if I don't find that. You know why? Because I'm not accepting anything less. But the
Let me
difference with men, they not scared to die alone.
let me say this about what was said in the chat room with a shooter said women are educated and they want something on the same level. Women, you're the only ones in the entire world making that statement. Ain't no,
here's
ain't
the
no.
thing. Wait, hold up. Let me take that. Let me take that. Number one, because you know a bunch of words, because you can put words together and you have a degree, that okay, you're educated, but that don't mean that you're smart. Just because you know a bunch of words and can put words together, that means that you're submissive and you can comprehend. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're smart. Now, let me point something out. When all these sisters talking about, when Black Lives Matter happened and all these sisters get out and they talk about the plight of the black community, let me ask you something. How come none of these sisters talk about how the black man is strategically kicked out of the job opportunity so the men that are supposed to be mates for him are in the streets because they can't get a good job? Not a single woman, and that is the main problem. That's why they can't find, because the dudes that can fuck them like the way they want to be fucked is in the streets, and they can't get a job that the way that it pays. The way that we all know it's not the same for a black man to get a job. As I was a computer support technician. I went to school, graduated at the top of my class, and it was hard for me to get a job. So what I'm saying is this. it, damn shit. I lost where I was going with that. You can come in with it, bro.
Yeah, my cousin is an electrician, but he rather do something else because he feel like he's getting paid less because they got access to immigrants
Huh.
and stuff like that, and he makes good money doing what he's doing. I mean, he's not doing electrician anymore, but he's still making just as good as electrician. But like he said the reason why the jobs are shorter for black men is because of the white supremacy and all that shit. that
The
orchestrate
motherfuckers is
immigrants to come over
strategically
here.
being pushed out of
Right.
positions. So it's like, okay,
And these
you
are
talk about
and these
somebody
are the
mentally being
Democrats.
on your level, and it's like, well, when it makes sense, how come that's not the narrative? And that was back to the point of what I was saying. So you can be educated, but that don't mean you smart. Because you went to college, that don't mean shit. You can go to college and be in debt and have to work for somebody for the rest of your life. That don't mean nothing.
And lose your culture at that. You lose your culture and everything with it. So what do you
People are
really
so
gain from
caught up. People are so caught up on on these trophy labels. On this, and that's one of the reasons why I don't show my face, because my grandfather's done a lot in LA, and I can drop a lot of famous names and people and shit that I've really been around, but it ain't doing nothing for me. So what's the fucking point?
So
What
what I
is the
was
point?
saying, so
You
what I
know
was saying
what?
was for women, when y'all make that argument for when women, when y'all say educated and somebody on the same level, here's something different from what the other two gentlemen said. You're the only one in the entire world making that claim. Nobody else is looking for somebody at the same education level that they are. Nobody, not including white people. White people don't care. White people are looking at the family connections. They looking at
and
that. Indians,
and then and
Pakistanis,
then
they looking at the family
yeah,
connection.
because they
So when
all
you
and guess
women
what
sit
they
up
all
here
got.
and say that you want somebody educated on the same level, black French girls ain't asking for that. Black Russian girls ain't asking for that. Black England girl, nobody but black American women are asking that. So you're asking for something, and you're looking at something that even we as black men don't trip off of. Just like Roger said earlier, we can be doing way better than you, and you at the bus stop. Imagine if we as black men were to say, "Hey, Tiffany, I saw you at the bus stop, but you're not on my education level, so I'm just gonna keep driving past." Imagine if we did that.
Hey
Y'all be
yo,
hot and upset.
and, and even with that, imagine if men flipped the narrative and did the same thing. What if Jordan told his wife that he couldn't fuck with her if she wasn't as successful in her job as he was at his? Half these chicks that was on Basketball Wives wouldn't be on Basketball Wives. What if they said, unless you can be the top doctor like I'm the top NBA player, I don't want to fuck with you. But no, all you had to be was goddamn Tiffany from fucking Compton. That's all you had to be. All you had to do was be pretty and suck my dick and shut the fuck up.
Hey, shout out to Jason J. He said, "What's the percentage of men that have full custody?" They do not track that in Department of Justice. So they don't track which men won in that type of situation. When people want studies done, Jason J, they the ones that got to bankroll it. So if a bunch of black men got together and we put together $250,000 for a nationwide study on fathers, then we can get those numbers, because somebody will go down to the Department of Justice and get it from there and from the census, and then we can pub it. That's what Pew Research Center does. But the thing is, we got to
Man,
bankroll
I'm gonna be
these
honest with you.
situations, Jason.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't trust nothing this government says. You know, it's all the government is against us. Like I was just saying that today. Like, how can black people sit up here and trust the science? I mean, that is some of the weirdest shit I find in the black community. When they want to go off a science that's completely against them, that's in completely extermination of the black race. I don't understand how you can trust science. I mean, the science is not shouldn't even be 50% proof to us. I mean, all a science is against us. You know, every time you turn around, just like when I ain't gonna say the name, but just like when this shit hit the storm, the first thing they started to do after they got everything organized, they started blaming us for it. Every time you turn around, they blaming us for everything. Oh, we disproportionate. Oh, we this. Oh, we that. Oh, we this. And that just is a sign to keep us weak.
Oh
You
man, I
know,
swear at
we
one
got to
point in
stand
time,
strong. We got to stand
I
strong.
swear at one point in time, bro, back to what you were saying, and I think this is psychological. It was a couple of years ago, man. And every time a commercial came on, everything was the number one killer of black men. Testicular cancer. And then these commercials would come on right after each other. Testicular cancer is the number one killer of black men. Goddamn gun violence is the number one killer of
And
black
brother,
men.
brother.
Uh,
Shout
what you
out,
were saying?
shout out to JT, the big figure. He's a proof
Oh
of
yeah,
what's going on. They try to sit up here and sell us Africa commercials back in the days. Now that the internet is out, now you don't see them commercials. They were showing us commercials with our people with flies on them. They was trying to hide Africa from us. They was trying to show us Africa was the poorest country when it's the richest. Like, how can you trust science? I mean, how can you trust anything that come out their mouth? They showed us different, and JT the big figure is over there getting rich right now. You know what I'm saying? He up
man.
there building communities. He's building
Yo,
black businesses over
JT, the
there.
bigger figure, gonna die something different. Like, it's like people not woke to him now. Man, listen, JT, the bigger figure, is doing something historic. When that man passed, he gonna be looked at as a Moses or something for real. Like, people are not hip to what he's doing, but like the brother said, hats off to JT, the bigger figure, and even more to what we was talking about, how women. How come JT the bigger figure isn't known? When these women talk about men that should be, well, how come JT the bigger figure is it? How come they aren't led by him?
He out there having fun right now. He's happy. That you can see the happiness in that brother's face. That brother's happier than any black man in America. You can see it in his face when you look at his videos. He in the car playing his.
Excuse
He in
me,
the
y'all. I
car
gotta do
bumping.
my shout out. Anybody that donates, they get a shout out. I want to shout out to Jean Marshall, and I want to shout out to Miss M. Thank you for your donation. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, you know, he doing big things out there. I seen him today. I was watching the video, you know what I'm saying? He was in the car, he was listening to Nipsey Hussle, you know, he was just at so much peace. And he just like telling us brothers, like, yo, it ain't what y'all think. Come out here. Come get something. He trying to share with us what's going on out there. You know, he want and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm going out there. I'm going
I
out
want
there.
to go out there too. I want to go out
I'm
there too. I
taking
was
my
thinking about going
business.
to Kenya.
I'm taking I'm taking my business out there. I'm sorry. You know why? Because my money ain't good in America, but I know my money good over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my money over there. I'm gonna take. I ain't gonna take it over there immediately, but eventually I'm gonna take my money over there too. But that's like I was saying, when these sisters talk about the brothers they want and what they want, how come nobody is using JT the bigger figure as an example? No, you using this superficial bullshit that don't mean nothing. That's why they get pissed off, because you spend your time in relationships based off of superficial bullshit that don't mean nothing. And this man out there to do stupid shit, and I'm not gonna defend them. What I'm gonna tell you is quit laying down with a stupid nigga. But the mandatory thing about this conversation is women will not say we got Tiffany. That's all. Out of all the women, out of the Jada Pickett's, out of the Queen, like, we got Tiffany. That's it. Women will not acknowledge that it's a lot of women out there do a bunch of stupid shit, and that's what makes it so hard to build with them.
Yep, and I love Tiffany because Tiffany is a organic, real person. I mean, I've never seen nobody like her do it the way she's doing it on YouTube. And I think Tiffany need to get big because Tiffany got a voice that needs to be heard through the broad street media. Because why? Because we don't have sisters as strong as Tiffany out there. We don't have sisters speaking and standing on their square when they mean what they say. You know, Tiffany, you know, for her to say something about child support, that was really big for me because you know she stood up for her father. She reminded me of myself because I stood up to my father till he died. You know, my father was a crackhead. He was he was HIV positive. He had cancer. He had diabetes. But guess what? That man, they told that man he was gonna die 6 months. That man lived 20, 30 years extra fighting all those diseases. And he was the best father I could ever have. When I left my wife because I got tired of her bullshit, my father stood there and helped me manage raising my son. My son is a good man today because my father stood there. I didn't give a fuck about what he did in his personal life. I didn't give a fuck about what he went through with my mother. I knew how to separate my love that I have for my father from being in my mother and my father's business because I know my father probably had his side of the story, but I wasn't interested in that because I was a child. I don't have no right in going for business. but my father treated me good. You know, when I went to my mother, I tried to talk to her. She didn't want to. She always steered the conversation on her. She wasn't interested in what I had to say. But guess what my father did? He was interested in what I had to say. He was busting it down to me like 4 or 5 hours in the middle of the night. We talking. He's really engaging in conversation. He was giving me that mental and that emotional support that I needed. And that's why I'm the man I am today. Because my father was there for me, even though he wasn't with my mother, he stayed there with me. He was helping me with my kids. When I had to go to work, he was babysitting for me. He was sitting up there things that a man's supposed to do for his fucking son. I mean, he's not working and he's sitting on retirement. My father made sure that I didn't need for nothing when I was going out there being the man and supporting my family and had to work 2 or 3 jobs just to support my family. My father was there. I don't give a fuck if he was a crackhead. I don't give a fuck if he had all those diseases, but that man was there for me. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say about the low down dirty bums. Because guess what? My father was a functional bum and he actually looked out for me, and I don't give a fuck. That man was the greatest man I ever met, and he showed me what a strong man is because he stood up there, he handled all 3 of those diseases, and he was still trying to be there for his family. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
bro, let me.
And I respect him more than I respect my mother because
Hey,
my
yo, and let me
father
touch.
cared about
Hey, yo, and
my
let me. And
mental
let.
and my emotional.
Hey, bro, let me touch on this. Back to when he was talking about a lot of sisters don't want a brother that's that they got to work with. And like when the brother was talking about the stuff that his father went through, a lot of you sisters got babies to other dudes, more than one baby to another dude, living out like you were not in the best position. The position you asking your daddy probably wasn't even in that position. And that's what be the crazy say, well, we don't want the dudes we got to work with. Well, damn, you got 2 babies and you weigh more than me. God damn, I'm saying I'm willing to work on it and you gonna keep your nose stuck up like at some point in time, we got to be realistic. That's what women
Yeah,
say. But like we hear these women talking about they make 6 figures, but where are they in real life? How many women do you actually know that make 6 figures? If you go outside right now and run across 10 women, how many of those women make 6 figures? But these women are saying shit and basing what they're saying off of women that make 6 figures when actually most of these chicks who send it are far from are the furthest thing from it. You doing bad. You need help like everybody else. But the difference is a man not gonna look down on you for that. That's the difference. You can talk about we don't want the dudes that need something to work with. Well, how come you don't want the dudes that need something to work with and tax season is the only time of the season you ball?
yup.
If tax
And this
season
is
is the
why.
only time you ball, shit, you need something to fucking work with.
And brother, let me tell you something. Tax season is the reason why black people stay at the bottom. You know why? Because they don't want to keep all their money in their pocket. The reason why the rich pay less taxes is because they make money, they make so much money that they get a tax break. The reason why we don't make money because we worrying about a fucking income tax at the end of the year. The rich don't care about no income tax. They worry about all that cash that been flowing in their pockets without the IRS taking something out of it. And that's what's wrong with our brothers and sisters. We got to start being entrepreneurs. We got to start wanting to work for self. Because as long as we work for somebody, we ain't never going to get nothing. Now, I know a motherfucker that's working in the gig economy. Yeah, he's a white man, but this motherfucker made $12,000 last month. $12,000 last month. And he's
That
been
ain't
doing
nothing.
that. And he's been doing
That's
that
good motherfucking
consistently.
money.
And he's been doing that consistently. You know, I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna put it out there. You know what he was doing? When he made 10,000 a month.
What?
He was doing Uber and Lyft. White man, white young brother. His name is Giovanni. You can go on his page. He made 12,000 this month, but because he got deactivated from Uber, so he went to another gig. There's a lot of gigs out there that's paying more than these fucking bullshit jobs. McDonald's, fucking corporate security, fucking corporate secretary. These men that's working in the gig economy, they're making more than the average person. They're not making a little bit of money. Just because you see this motherfucker cleaning up your house, he's not making a little bit of money. I've seen my brother clean somebody's house in one day and he made $1,000 because the gig economy is where it's at. And I'm trying to promote it, but my platform is not growing as I want it to, but I'm taking time growing my platform. But I'm promoting the gig economy because that's where the money's at. And you work for self. Why wouldn't you want to work for yourself? There's so much shit they not telling you can work for because they want you to be a fucking slave. They want you to work these bullshit jobs. There's a lot of money out there behind these jobs. I don't want a fucking job. I want to go in when I want to go in. I want to get off when I want to get off. I want to dictate my own hours. And I don't give a fuck if I got to work 7 days a week. I'm willing to do what I need to do to get that bread. And I don't want nobody telling me, oh, I can't get overtime or I can't work additional hours when I need additional money. Come on. It's a guy, Giovanni. He was making, before he got deactivated, he was making $10,000 a month doing Uber and Lyft. This man just bought himself a new car. His car went out. He bought himself a new car like it was nothing because he makes good money.
But hey, bro, I know Tiffany mic not working. We got a good time, so I wanted to wrap the show up. 'Cause I ain't want to be going on and on. We ain't trying to have the clips go too long.
Oh, we just getting started. I know you may have to jump off, but I just had some other men say they want to jump on, so we can carry on if you don't mind, B. Rodgers.
Yeah, D. Rodgers, stay up here, brother. We need you.
Or you can mute your mic if you have to go or whatever you got to do. But I'm gonna let these other brothers.
Nah, but D. Rodgers doing his thing. D. Rodgers, stay your ass up here, man.
No, Tiffany could hear your point of view too. I thought your mic was cut off and you couldn't say nothing. That's why I was like, damn, we just talking and sis can't even chime in for a minute. So shit.
Tiffany's a woman. That's what you call a woman.
My mic is like a black woman. It acts right sometimes. So I really don't know what's going on. So what we're doing is we're going to get Mike up on here. He told me to drop the link. And also, if any women want to come on here, because a lot of y'all complain, but y'all not doing nothing about it. So if you have a problem with what I have to say.
Yeah, man, how come we can't get no sisters on? It ain't been no booze.
Yes, we need our sisters. We complaining because we love our sisters. Men don't complain about something they don't want.
How come the sisters don't call in while they saying this? These same ones that's typing these messages and tell us how much they love us, because that's what it's starting to feel like. That's the realization that a lot of us coming to, is that they don't love us. They just using fucking us around.
Yep, most of y'all are just seen as child support chicks.
Yeah, Tiffany, right? They treat us like animals. They treat us like cat. You know how a dog run away and after he had the baby with the cat? That's how they treat us, like animals. They run away with the kids, act like we don't exist.
It's like a black mouth. So yeah, shout out to y'all. Like I said, shout out to everybody that has been contributing on the Cash App. I really appreciate you. I will be saying y'all names a little later. I have dropped the StreamYard link. If you are not afraid to pull up to the panel, I don't understand what the problem is, because y'all love blowing up my YouTube creator studio, cussing me out all day, women.
Yeah, step up. Tiffany is fair. She ain't gonna cut you off. She gonna let you say what you gotta say. Tiffany has always been fair. As far as I know her, she just let you say what you want to say, but you better be ready for that smoke, because if you don't come correct, she's gonna eat right through your words. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never seen a woman like Tiff do it the way she does it. She is not gonna just let you, put it out there, but she gonna let you speak, and she ain't gonna say nothing, because Tiff is a quiet person. She don't talk over people, and that's what I love about Tiffany. Tiffany's gonna let you say what you gotta say, but one thing she ain't gonna have She ain't gonna have you sitting up there dropping your teeth out your mouth and sitting up there talking over. So if you got something to say,
Woo!
I mean, she the fairest woman that you can get because she gonna let you talk because she wants you to put your own sock in your mouth. She don't want to put it in there for you.
But hey, sister, you say some more brothers wanted to get on?
I thought King Mike was going to get on. I don't know if he was telling me to drop the link to the StreamYard or to the Cash App. I don't know.
Yeah, Tiff
But
gonna
for all
grow.
of the people that are in the bushes afraid to speak, also, if you haven't commented yet, make sure you comment. If we don't bite, at least I don't. But some of y'all have bed bugs and roaches and rats that may bite y'all at y'all house. But as far as us on the panel, we don't bite, so you don't have to be
And
afraid.
Tiff and Tiffany ain't lying because I had a girl invite me to her house. And when I got there, she told me not to put my clothes on the floor. And I said, I mean, what's wrong with dropping my clothes on the floor? She said, oh, I don't want you to take any company home with you. I was like, what? I
Mm.
had to dead that. I had to dead that. But you know, Tiffany's right when she's talking about women houses. I mean, I see it myself. I mean, I can't deal with somebody like that. I can't
I
deal with
mean,
the rodents.
everybody done seen it. And that's the point. These sisters talking about they don't want nobody they got to work with. And it's like, bro, you act like you just coming to the table perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like you act like you just have absolutely nothing to work on, like you don't have roaches, like you not behind in bills, like you perfectly fit. And that's what and the main women who be talking about we don't want no dusties, my hair be longer than theirs.
Yeah, you know, she had the nerve to get mad at me and say, I got this, I got that. I go to Florida, I go to state to state. And I'm like, yeah, but you got, you know, because I ain't gonna lie, she had Jordan, she had Louis Vuitton, she had all this shit, but you got roaches. So, I mean, you spending all that money just to have roaches crawl around all your shit that you bought,
I remember
you know?
I was watching World Star one time and this chick, she was a decent looking chick. She was at the gas station and she dropped her purse in the store and it was a dude trying to talk to her, trying to flag her down to tell her that she had dropped it. And the whole time she's like, "Nah, I got a man. Nah, it's all right. You know how the females be. Nah, it's okay." And the dude got in his car and drove off, and she come back talking about, "Give me my money." I was like, "Nah, that's exactly what you deserve. When you don't
Yep.
respond to respect with respect, you get what the fuck you deserve." So a lot of these chicks talking about we don't want no dusties, bitch. You must be attracting dusty pussy. You must got if you are consistently attracting dusty niggas. If you could
Yeah,
now having money and ambition is two different things. And some dudes just ain't shit. Just their character of person just ain't shit. If you keep attracting these dudes that ain't shit, you got to look at yourself.
yep.
I mean, it's some good
And you,
dudes and bad dudes, and it's some good dudes without jobs, it's some good dudes with jobs. It's some bad dudes without jobs, it's some bad dudes with jobs. It's some good dudes as drug dealers, it's some good dudes that have A1 jobs. But a lot of these women, the bigger problem be the characteristics that you attracting to yourself. These bullshit, evil characteristics that you putting out and attracting to yourself. So it don't even be the fact that a nigga be dusty like broke. It be the fact that a nigga got a dusty mindset. And how do you attract a nigga with a dusty mindset? Looking at a nigga's shoes, saying I ain't talking to a nigga that ain't got no Jordans. If you're not a single woman that called in the Kevin Samuel show and said, I want the man, a man with the characteristics of anything. No one calls in and talk about the characteristics of a man. It's how much a man makes. Period.
yeah, and you know what he does? Kevin, I respect Kevin because Kevin always asks the magic question. What does he want from you? And that has never been answered. What does that man want? And they can never say what that man want but pussy. They say it in so many words. They try to say it so differently, but all it amounts to is what I got between my legs. It doesn't mean anything else. It just what do I got between my legs? Women have to learn sexual discipline because when you are sexually disciplined, then you look beyond your legs. Men want more than what's between your legs. If he want only what's between your legs, he can go out there and buy any woman and get what he want right then and there and not have to worry about complications. Men want more than what's between your legs. He wants companionship. He wants loyalty. He wants you to know that you want him for him. He wants to know that your ambition to compete for him. He wants to know that you're going to be by his side if he has to live out a cardboard box. He wants to know if he falls, you're going to be there. He wants to know that you're organic. He wants to know that you have that love. He wants to know that that femininity is natural. He wants to know that that submission is natural. He don't want you just for what's between your legs when he pick you. You know, men have to pick, and it's sad that men have to pick. They should be able to find a good woman just off of looking at one, but they gotta pick through the garbage. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't mean to say y'all are garbage, but most women in the black community, it's like garbage picking because they all materialistic. They want this, they want that, and then you get mad when a man go with a white woman, and I don't co-sign any relation I'm dating. But one thing I could co-sign with is if I got to deal with imitation, I might as well go get the original thing. Because and y'all don't look at that. Men want organic stuff. They don't want the fake stuff. They don't want that lashes. They don't want all that bullshit that you got to take off. They want to see when you get up in the morning. They want to see that face, how it look. They don't want that bullshit that you got to make up. All you doing is walking around with a Halloween costume. It's a Halloween costume. Every day is Halloween for the black woman, and it's getting sick. It's getting sick. It make us sick to our stomach that our women can't even be themselves. They got to be somebody they look at in Hollywood. They got to be a fucking
Hey yo, and I'm
Cinderella.
gonna be,
We don't want
and I'm
Cinderella.
glad you said that,
We
bro.
want our
'Cause-
women. We want our
Hey yo, let me
women. We
say
want
something.
our
Hey,
naturalness.
and let me say something with this, and I'll be honest, bro. A woman is so unattractive in makeup to me. I swear to you. They talking about loving black with black women. I love you the way you are. I hate when they put this makeup and this. You look like a goddamn clown. I don't
Yeah.
like that shit. I'd rather you see your face. Many people be brown skinned and they have this old crazy color eyelashes and your hair another color. I personally think most black women look better with it off. I'm more attracted to black women with makeup off than on. Most of that shit that they put on them, I think they look better with it off.
Yes, it's sad that we got to run around and question: Are we talking to a man? Because we don't know the difference. That's what it's
Man,
getting to these days. That's what it's
you
getting to.
remember when
It's getting to the
you remember
point where we go ahead, brother.
you remember when Kendrick Lamar dropped that shit, sit down, be humble, and he started getting flagged. He started getting slack because he said, "Show me something with some stretch marks." Like
Yeah,
women attack Kendrick Lamar so if it was something wrong when he said he wanted to say. Now, and once again, ladies, another instant in black men telling you that we want a regular, natural black woman, and Kendrick Lamar was attacked for saying, "Show me some stretch marks."
Right. Let
and
me
he
let me let me let me chime in on that. That pissed me off so bad because it's like, okay, you say you want men to love you for how you are, but then you get mad when he says he loves you for how you are. Women can't be, you can't win for losing.
That's what I'm talking
yeah,
about, the public lynching thing. And it gets to the point where you have to ask yourself, what is the point in this situation? What is it achieving? Is the only thing that's happening is I'm talking shit about a black dude, that's it? Okay, we said we want a man to love him for ourselves, so we was talking shit about him before they did. And when the dudes come out and say, we like you natural, I like your kinky hair, and your stretch marks turn me on, you gonna hang him too. So what is the actual point? Is it just to make me look bad? Is that the only point?
Yeah, they don't want. This is what's going on. They look at they look at TV and they see all of this imaging of a white woman, and they get so confused and think that, oh no, I just want to look pretty. Well, what you really want is a man. That's who you looking pretty for. So why not give that man the organic you? Why not give that man the natural you? I mean, why should we have to settle? No other race have to settle for less than what they women are. We're the only race that have to have our women made up. And I'm getting tired of it. I like
And
my women to come over with no makeup. I don't care about lip gloss because you gotta have your lips chapped. But I don't want no lashes. I don't want all that bullshit makeup shit. I don't want all that costume jewelry and all that bullshit on. I want you for you. And you know, most men want that. They may not say it in mainstream media, but this is why you see a lot of divorces with these celebrities because they want women to be them. They don't want women to be dressing themselves up for something they ain't. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the most successful black men in media, they're not propped up. You know why Denzel Washington wife don't come out much? You know why Ice Cube wife don't come out much? Because they are natural. They don't want to show y'all natural women. They want to show y'all the love and hip hop, the fucking housewives, and you got to look at it. The people that are really doing it, they don't show y'all that. They want to show y'all this bullshit made up female. You know what I'm saying? If you organic, you're not gonna make it. But it's okay. Because guess what? You still got your dignity, you still got your man at the end of the day. And if more of our women did that, we will be propped up like that. But women have to be organic. Black women, we love you. We love you. We are not sitting here on panels every day on different platforms complaining about the same thing because we don't love you. We want our woman to change. And we're willing to do anything to get it to change. We can't stand our women being undervalued. We can't stand our women sitting up there thinking that they gotta be this fake Barbie to be with us. We can't stand that. We want our women
but
to
I
be with
can't
us.
protect you. But I can't protect you if you're going to constantly fucking fight me.
Yeah,
Mm.
like I just you heard what I said earlier. The protector cannot protect if he has to worry about fighting a battle in his home.
And check this out. If you listen to different points in time when our sisters, you will hear these bigger sisters who would sit there and say, "Oh, I ain't got no problem to get a man." And you can find some of the ugliest women who will say, talk about how they ain't got no problem getting a man, and you know they not lying. But I'm saying, so then how can you turn around and say that it's so many images and you feel like we don't love you if you got these fat girls that look like wrestlers telling you they got men that can lick their ass every day, and they absolutely do. And they
When you say
and
look
I'm
like
not.
wrestlers, that's hilarious.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying. I'm just
it's the
saying.
truth.
Some of these chicks out
It's
here
the
be looking
truth.
like wrestlers and be having dudes that will lick their ass, and you know they
Yeah,
not lying. So, but how can you then turn around and say you feel like we don't love you?
hell yeah. Look at all the women. If we didn't love you, it'd be a whole lot of less babies in the black community. Shit, because some of them ain't. You look at some of these women, you be like, damn, she got kids.
You know how chicks end up with five baby daddies. Real talk, because a chick, cause a dude to look at the chick and he accept you for two and your kids, for you and your kids, and the motherfucker be so attracted to you, he be like, damn, okay, she got two baby daddies, maybe it can work, and a nigga give it a try and it won't, and you know what happened again? For a fourth time, a nigga will look at it and be like, damn, you know what, this bitch got these kids, but maybe we could make it work, and a nigga, so you have proof that niggas will try with you when you got kids from multiple different dudes and still turn around and like, let's be honest, if you got three kids and a man who is with you that is not that kid's father, you have to give him some kind of credit.
I mean, back in the days, I'm gonna tell you, I'm 37 years old. Back in the days, when I was going to school and stuff, you know, the most good looking guys would go for the most unattractive woman because her femininity was on top. But now you see these unattractive same now you see unattractive women because they got all this costume, makeup and all of this. Now they are acting like, they're better. But back in the days, you'd be lucky to get a man. Back in the days
Man.
when they didn't make overweight women
Man.
clothes, when they didn't make overweight women clothes, because there was
Hey,
a time where
when a chick
women
used to
had to
go up with
wear
Hey, when
women
a
had to
chick
wear
had no choice but to look like Bruce, when a bitch
yeah,
looked like Bruce and knew she looked like Bruce, oh, they was humble as fuck.
yes. But nowadays
You
you
have
got
no cheat
overweight.
codes. It wasn't no cheat codes. You just had to go out there looking like Bruce. Wasn't nothing you
Yeah.
could do about it. You could just had to be out here look like Bruce. They was humble as fuck then.
Nowadays you got women, they're not too bad off the weight, but they are a little overweight by 10 pounds. And because they could show sexy cleavage and all that other stuff,
Hey
now
man, I'm gonna be
it's
honest. I'm
to
gonna
the
be
point
honest.
where,
I'm gonna be honest, bro. And this speak for most real niggas, bro. I can deal with some weight. Lose your attitude. The weight
Yes,
ain't
yes,
the weight
yes.
ain't as bad as the attitude. You know what? And you know what I'm saying? I'm a freak. Me and my
that's what
girls
I'm
get into
talking
all
about,
kind of
brother.
shit. And I'm not attracted to fat women, but some fat women are attractive. And I have slept with some fat women. Some fat women are attractive.
Yeah,
And I said that to say this. To me, the weight doesn't weigh more than your attitude.
Mm,
Your
yeah,
attitude weigh more than your dress size.
yes, and that's what I've been
mm.
talking, and that's what I'm getting to is that once they started making fat women sexy clothes, these fat women been trying to act like they nines and tens. They've been having a nines and tens attitude, and they can't afford that because you know they can't get they can't get what they asking for. You know, and they now they got babies and stuff. But back in the days, men wouldn't even look at that. To be honest with you, men wouldn't even look at it. They were like, nah, I got everything I can get here, so why would I want that? I mean, there's so many pics of litter. But nowadays they making clothes, they make everything for women to look sexy and stuff, and a costume. And now when you get home and you see all that shit drop down, you be like, damn, I didn't know
Look
it
like
looked
you
like
had a
that.
litter of puppies. Yeah, it
Yeah,
look like you got a litter of puppies talking about you don't want no dusties. Well, we don't want no chick that look like she had puppies. You don't want no dusties and we don't want no puppies.
yeah. And then they what they I'm gonna be honest with you, you got a lot of women out there wearing girdles. They look like they got this nice shape. And when you get home, all that shit drop down. You be like, what the fuck? Pussy, pussy stink and all that. Pussy stink and all that.
and,
And
and,
you like,
and
damn. And she could have just, and you know what's fucked up? The female could have just took a shower and her pussy stink.
Oh, I've had so many men have posted that online about women. It must be true.
And let me tell you, my godfather, let me tell you a little story. I'm gonna make it a little short. It's not a big story, but um oh, and I don't want to put my baby mother out there, but I gotta tell you, my baby mother had some weight on her. She wasn't that big. She was size 6. But she had weight. And I would call her fat and stuff because she gained a little weight, you know. And we didn't have kids at the time, and she had weight, but she had a daughter, and I married her. And I would say her pussy stink. And then I told my godfather, "You go get you a fat bitch. I guarantee you, she could just take a shower and she stink." He called me the next day and said, "Yo, Jason, I gave that bitch $10." I said, "What happened?" that bitch pussy stink. I told her, yo, get out my house. I can't do this. Your pussy stink. And he said, but she said, I just took a shower. He's like, bitch, get the fuck out my face. Here, I gave you $10. Get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, yo. He was like, yo, Jason, I did not believe you. I said, I'm sorry you had to test it for yourself. But I
That's a
wasn't
terrible
lying when I said
experiment.
that.
I never would have took you up on that bet.
Yo, when
Listen,
he,
listen,
yo,
listen. We gonna touch on this before we get out of here. We're gonna be on here about 5 more minutes. If you look
All
up the
right,
screen, you'll see black women in different hairstyles. I don't know if y'all can see it now. Y'all can
I can
see it
see it.
later.
I can see it.
Okay, I need y'all to explain to black women in 5 minutes or less what hairstyle y'all prefer.
I like the chick with the afro. I mean,
me
everything that
too.
you can tell is natural looks best. All these women pretty. Uh, the one I don't know if that Nicki Minaj or not with the hair that right. I think that was Nicki Minaj with the hair going down.
I
That
want the
looked
No,
good.
these
afro.
are these are our regular chicks.
Oh,
I
okay. Well,
want
shit.
the I want I want the afro. I could take a wash and set, but I can't take the weave.
I'm being a real nigga. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of them look good, but what looks better, what's more attractive, who the chick with the afro that looks so goddamn. You don't say, listen,
Yes.
that goddamn guy with the point down the middle. Jesus Christ.
Yes. All right. Yeah, yeah, yo, the one with the part in the middle with the with
Yes.
that
Oh my
afro
fucking
pushed out.
god.
I want that. Yo, she
Uh,
is the
the
most beautifulest one. And
the
then the
the
short
other chicks
afros,
are pretty.
the
The
short
other chick with the
afros,
little afro, uh
she can get it.
some of the coming
She can get
down look
married.
good. Yeah, but the afro by far is the afro with the part in the middle by far is the sexiest.
Yeah, that's the best. I ain't gonna lie. The other one with the next best is the board afro. The board afro. That's the
And
best.
then the chick that's kind of light skinned with the it looked like it might be weed, but her hair coming down like down to her breast. That look good, but like I say, I'm not gonna lie. Women, and here the other thing, women, you can't wear weave and then get mad and say, well, why you want a chick to wear weave? Well, you the one who chose to wear it. You're the one who's making yourself to look like this. So how could you get mad at me for taking the product that you created? It's not that we picking chicks that got weave a certain type of way. These chicks got weave. Uh, that dark skinned chick with the long braided ponytail, she looks sexy too. I ain't gonna say she don't. But her hair, you can tell it's fake, and it takes away from her natural beauty. Like my personal, the chick with the long braids, she pretty as fuck, but all that extra shit take away from her.
Yeah, you see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you can be beautiful just the way you are. I
And
love the organic beauty.
most of the chicks that
That's
I'm
what.
looking at, that's what the issue is. Like it's a few of them. I'm not going. It's like two that look good with weave, but the rest of it really do take from their book beauty. Because all these chicks look good. All these chicks can get the business from me. All of them do. Okay, I ain't no bullshit. Real
All
shit.
of
All of them.
But 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 Tiffany, they ain't. But Tiffany, I'm gonna be honest with you. They ain't no Tiffany. I'm gonna be honest.
Uh-oh.
None of them
Y'all
ain't
better
no Tiffany.
stop this. Let me get off here before I start blushing.
They
You
ain't
better
no
stop.
Tiffany. Tiffany, you beautiful. I ain't gonna lie. You beautiful. I look at your picture. I'll be like, damn. I love that smile. You
Well,
got
thank
that.
you. I
You got that
appreciate that.
snap. You got that. You got that. You got that. I love you. I'm beautiful, but I will kill you if you switch over.
Mm.
If you switch
On
up on
that
me, I
note,
will kill you.
I'm not gonna break y'all ankles and nothing, and then tie y'all up in my house and nothing like that.
Some people might
No.
like that. Some people might
No,
like
no,
that.
no, no, Tiffany, you got that. You got that. You're loyal, but don't get it twisted. I will kill you if you stab me. I will kill
Right.
you.
I'll protect myself now. Yeah, I will Lorena Bobbitt if I have
I,
to. You know what I mean?
you got that. I know you was born from a good daddy. You, you
Mm.
got that. I mean, I can see it. I mean, and then when you talk so passionate about your father, that is a turn on to a man. When you speak highly of your dad, that
Oh,
is
well,
a
you're gonna
turn
be
on to
real.
a
You're
man.
gonna be real turned on later this week because I have a show with him coming up.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yo, I love the way you feel about your dad. I really honor that. You don't see much women speaking about their dad like that.
Yeah, that's what's up, Tiff.
I'm trying to bring that back, y'all. And I really appreciate y'all for chiming in. And we will see y'all again tomorrow night. I appreciate y'all, Kings. Thank y'all.
I appreciate you, Tiff.
All right,
All right,
Tiffany,
then. Y'all take it easy.
You too.
you
All
keep
right.
doing the God's work, and you stay on what you stand by, because God is watching and God got your disciples right by your side,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all be safe for real.
and we making sure
All
you
right,
don't
take it
go
easy, sis.
nowhere.
All right, then. Y'all take it easy.
I love you,
All
sis.
right,
Later.
All right. Love y'all too. Bye.
bye.